All right, super. Here we go. So we're going to take a very deep dive into heaven tonight. So super, super relaxed, super low key. This energy is shifting around us and it's very intense, this kind of a shift. Today is extremely different than yesterday. So just allowing our nervous system to start taking in these changes. I'd like you to take a deep breath in. Feel anything in your body that you need to let go of. And imagine now that you're being able to inhale light from the universe around you, light from 360 degrees. You're pulling light up from the earth, from the core of the earth, through a beautiful pillar of starry white fire with light blue in the middle, like a candle flame. Feel this now rising up, and you're able to actually pull it into your bones. So we're cleaning the bones, we're clearing all of the liquids in the bodies. Take a breath in and see your body. It's almost as if drops of water are turning into snowflakes. The energy is shifting. And feel what was solid, like your bones, also creating more space. They're becoming more fluid, more malleable. So you've got what looks like snowflakes, little stars that are pouring up into your legs, through your bloodstream, into your thighs, into your hips. And as you're bringing that energy up into your belly, take a deep breath in and let go. Whatever you need to release today, whatever you need to release from the body, the emotional body, we're releasing it back into the light. Anybody else's energy, any energies you've taken on from the matrix today, any worries, concerns in the mind, we're starting to feel a sense of freedom. Feel your belly relax and exhale any tension, any pain, any worry, any doubt, any fear. Feel places in the body where you might have been holding and realize that there's emotions in there. When we get emotional, then the shoulders come up. We're in the presence of some situation where we need to guard our nervous system, guard ourselves. The belly clenches, the shoulders clench. Feel that start to let go now. There's a feeling of safety in gravity. In gravity. So feel your femaleness, feel your heaviness, feel your weight in the chair. Let this start to feel like a huge source of comfort. Feel now that as you're breathing in, the air is coming into you more easily. The light's filling your abdomen. And there's this beautiful healing energy glowing from your belly up into your lungs. Colors are very pastel, they're very soft. Soft, soft light. Feel now in your throat an ease, a trust, sense of calm. an ability to speak from your higher self. There's no fear or tension in it. There's no ability to be insecure or wonder if you're right or wrong. This feeling of channeling is such a feeling of being centered and safe and balanced. You're speaking for not just the Divine Mother, Mother Nature, you're speaking for all of these different spirits, all of these different beings, these souls. Come into a space where you are so aware of the inside of your body and you're aware of your spinal column. And this, a liquid fire is moving up through your spinal column, this beautiful, glittering snowflake light. It's moving up into your throat, into the very base of your skull. And as it's moving behind your mouth, you're aware of different parts of the brain that you don't usually use. Feels really good to light those up and bring the noise down. One part of the brain is very overworked. The other part of the brain is undiscovered. There's a lot of beautiful magic in these parts of the brain. We're waking up more and more of the DNA. 96% of sleeping DNA is now beginning to wake up, and there's a real sense of lightness in it, of springtime, like little flowers budding, all different colors, the neurons in the brain, different connections in the brain, sparkling in different ways, moving down different pathways. Meditation releases the ganglia in the brain and it helps you create new neural pathways. But the beginning of it is meditation, where you go to absolute zero. There's no thought, there's nothing to solve, there are no problems that need your attention. There's a feeling of well-being and excitement and joy. And this is very, very light. We're working with angels today. It's very, very light. Feel that energy now moving out of the top of your head. There's a crown of stars, a diamond crown on your head. Feel that crown, how tall it is. It's really, really tall. And it's opening like a flower, satellite dishes. And this is enabling you to have access to the stars, to the star system. Just sit here and relax for a minute. Let your mind relax. Do nothing. The prayer I'm going to share with you is the one that is perfect for connections to heaven. This is the work of Dr. Ernest Holmes. I'm trained in religious science as a practitioner and minister of religious science. And these are the kinds of ideas where we acknowledge the fact that God is within us. We are created in the spirit and likeness of God. God is in every cell of our bodies, and we are inside this universal divine mind, this universal creativity, that this divine being can't do anything for us that we don't do through us. It's now we're at a point where we're channeling from the inside out. The prayer is called, I live as an immortal being. The stamp of individuality is eternal. Emerson said that nothing is dead. Human beings feign themselves dead and endure mock funerals and mournful obituaries. But there they stand, looking out a window, sound as well, in some new and strange disguise. There exists in every person this hope, this belief in the immortality of his own being. And there is something about every living soul that knows he is made out of immortal stuff, that there is no death. But eternity is not some far off event. Beloved, now are we the sons of God. It is today that I enter into a complete realization of my immortal being. Today I sense that every person is as eternal as God. Today I know that all humanity is clothed with resurrection. Today I know that all humanity is clothed with resurrection. Immortality is at hand and I must experience it. Therefore, I let go of every belief that would deny me the privilege of entering into my immortal state here and now. I live as an immortal being. Today, realizing there's nothing in my past that can rise up against me, nothing in my future that can menace the unfoldment of my experience. Life will be an eternal adventure, an unfolding experience of greater and better experiences. Evolution is onward, upward, forward, outward, expansive. Today, I exult in this abundant life. I revel in the contemplation of the immeasurable future, the path of eternal progress, the everlastingness of my own being, the ongoingness of my own soul, the daily renewed energy and action of the divinity within me, which has forever set the stamp of individualized being on my mind. There's another way of completely viewing the paradigm where we are cells in the body of God, we are cells on Mother Nature's skin, and there is no division, not only between the living beings, but even between all of the spirits around us and in higher dimensions. We're going to enter one of those higher dimensions. I'm going to take you down the favorite tree, but this time we're going to a very, very different place. So I'm taking you to Heaven Island. Some of you have experienced this before. It seems to be a very effective way of contacting the other side, opening those gates to heaven and being able to commune with spirits that are no longer in a body, but they are very, very much alive. They are very real. Particularly cats, because cats are out of their bodies the majority of the time that they're on Earth. They're dream walkers even while they have their bodies here, sleeping. So they're agile in the higher dimensions. They never lost their connection to any of the higher dimensions. And they're our gateway, they're our portals from one world to the next. So I'd like you to imagine that you're walking now, but it's a different time of year. You're walking in the snow. It's a snowscape. And if it's snowing where you are right now, this is perfect. You don't even have to imagine summertime. Imagine yourself bundled and you're walking in the most pristine snowscape. I always go to Siberia, very connected to the tigers there. But imagine there is a white world and it's completely untouched by humans, completely untouched. There's not one other footprint in this snow left by a human being. And you're warm inside. You're utterly astonished at the beauty around you. Sunlight sparkling on snowflakes, turning them into prisms of rainbows. The air is so fresh. The woods are untouched, ancient, untouched. But there's a tree here that you're looking to find. In this snowscape, there is one magical tree. You may find yourself walking down a mountain to find it, or across a field to find it. But as you're entering now, you're entering a sacred wood, and there are two enormous trees on either side of what might have been a path, but now it's covered in snow. These two trees are the sentinels. It's the Lord and the Lady of the woods. You need permission to enter this woods. And as you walk up to these two trees and you stop and look up, you can see them turn into their true forms. And they're massive, elemental, fairy-like creatures, elf-like creatures. The people who channeled the Christmas elves, the ancient drawings, the elves, and the elves from the 1800s, the 1900s, those beautiful drawings from the Black Forest, Norway, the old European elves. They have parts of their body that might be pine or fir trees. They're holding lanterns. And these two sentinels are so, so tall. And you stand and ask for permission from the Lord and Lady to enter the magical woods. It's nighttime now, and the stars are coming out. And you feel something that feels like a barrier that was across your path, an energetic barrier. It falls away. And you see these enormous elementals welcome you into their moonlit snowscape. And you're walking through these beautiful silent woods. There may be sounds, crickets. There might be sounds in the woods, certainly the wind. And as you're approaching, a clearing opens in front of you. And there is one particular tree that gets your attention, one particular tree. This may be the one that you've always used. It might be more of a Christmas tree. But it also is on a ley line, on a sacred ley line that leads you right into the center of the earth. So as you approach this tree, ask the tree itself permission to go into his body and use his body as a portal. The tree itself has come alive, and it's taken on a face. He may have arms. You may actually see this amazing, wizened being in the bark, waking up, excited to see you. Someone has come to see him. He recognizes you. And he's ushering you inside. He wants you in this new dimension, this higher dimension. And you're seeing now that there's an opening in this tree. And inside that opening, there's a door. This door today is a round door, like a hobbit door. And you've got to enter through some enormous pieces of him, branches and gnarled roots, and you're climbing through to get to this door. He opens this door for you. And you see this doorknob of some sort, and it just clicks, and the door opens all by itself. This is a higher dimension than you've ever been in before. This is very, very magical. Crawl now through that doorway, or duck and step into that doorway. And once again, we're going to go down, but they're not stairs in here. It's a slide. This is a wooden slide, but it's a spiral slide. And there's also a railing. There's a smooth wooden railing. You can reach out and grab that. But as you sit down on this slide, give yourself a little push and feel yourself spinning now. You're spinning through the darkness and the different dimensions. Maybe you're seeing colors. It's a portal to another world. And this amazing whirling stargate is opened in front of you. Maybe clouds, different colors. This wormhole's taking you down, 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 down into a deep, dark cave. Feel yourself shoot out now, and you land on the silt and you're laughing like a little kid. Soft silt inside. And you see now there's a spirit guide approaching you, and the spirit guide is carrying a lantern. There might even be more than one of these beings. The being is coming towards you. It could have a human-ish body like an angel. It could be some sort of an animal or hybrid or ancient animal that's gone extinct. Something so beautiful is walking towards you. He could be decorated in different ways, different costumes, jewels, decorations. And he may not be human. Ask this being, what do I need to give up in order to have access to higher dimensions where I can communicate with beings that have left their body and gone on to more beautiful worlds? Can you teach me about life and death? Can you show me? Can I experience it while I'm still alive? And what do you need me to give away in order to make this happen? See yourself now being able to visualize taking something out of you. This is the giveaway in Native American traditions is very important. We don't ask for things without giving something else up. We've got to create space for this. And this giveaway has to do with your identity, the way you see yourself, childhood pain, childhood emotions, old decisions that we now can react to in different ways. same challenges, new ways of reacting, new ways of seeing things, new solutions. Imagine you're taking it out of your body and you're handing it to him. A fissure opens right in front of your feet, between your feet and his feet. And it is getting larger and larger, like an enormous abyss. It's filled with golden orange fire. You realize you're looking down into the crack of a volcano. He's taking this pain from the past, this problem that you have with yourself, and he's dropping it into this volcano of fire. Now, the crack is starting to close. You're seeing darkness around it is closing in until it's gone. It's solid ground underneath your feet. He's telling you to let go of the past. Let go of things that no longer serve you. Let go. Letting go of any pain, any trauma, any fear, letting go. He's reaching out for you to take his arm and follow him. And as you do, you step right on that place where that fissure was. It's solid ground now. You're ready to move forward without any of the old limitations. We're leaving the past in the past where it belongs. And it's going into God's sea of forgetfulness, so you do not have to carry it anymore. Feel the relief in your body of letting go of that. The thoughts and the emotions that brought so much sorrow. He's telling you he's taking you someplace wonderful, someplace beautiful. But you're going to follow him into one of these passageways. And as you start to follow him, the only light is his lantern, you begin to hear an underground stream. There's water here. It's a beautiful sound, like a bubbling brook and a waterfall. As you're walking, following, you're aware of your footing on the stones and the passageway in the cave. And then the cave opens up. There's cool breeze in your face. There's a wonderful smell of this stream. And you see a little boat. He's guiding you over to this little boat. Your little boat could be a dinghy or a canoe or a gondola, like Phantom of the Opera. Mine is always a gondola, but it could just as easily be a canoe or any sort of little boat. He's helping you step into the boat and you're sitting down. He's pulling up the rope and the anchor and putting it in the boat. And standing behind you, he picks up two oars and he pushing the boat out into a little river, and you're starting to move through this river inside this cave. It's very, very fun and exciting. It's just like a long ride from a amusement park when you were a kid. They're always the most fun of all. You just hear the rowing, and you hear your spirit guide start to hum. He's singing to you. You're moving out now into the river. You can look up. It's an enormous cave. It may have beautiful colors and gems, stalactites above you. He's rowing down the river. You realize you're coming up to the edge of a waterfall. And the water's that's picking up steam, it's picking up speed. The river's going faster, it's getting frothier, it's getting mistier. You feel your heart, because you know he's going to take you right over the edge. And now feel the boat flying over the edge. And the waterfall that's coming down on you is stars. It's different colors. It's a rainbow of energy that you're moving through. Here we have yet another portal. We'll step up again into a more beautiful world, even farther away from any human concerns or civilizations or thoughts or structures. There's none of that here. You're in a light body yourself in this magical fantasy world. And then you feel the boat start to drop. And when it drops, you look all around you. You're on a lake. It's landed on a huge, huge lake. And he tells you this is the lake that surrounds Heaven Island. Heaven Island is in the distance. And he's moving you toward Heaven Island. So as he starts to row, just feel the waves. Feel these deep, calm waves. The boat's rolling over the waves. You're getting closer and closer to this island. It's got a big, beautiful beach around it. It's got beautiful hills and jungles and forests. See it start to grow larger and larger. And he's telling you, this is Heaven Island. And here, all the animals that have ever lived on Earth have souls here. There's another portal, another dimension. All the humans also are available here. There are places where the human souls live with the animals. There are places where the human souls are doing other things. There are places where the animals don't have any human contact, that they're in jungles. When a human appears, it's one of us in an angelic body that's remote viewing. There are maybe a few. There are just a few stewards, angels, different kinds of elemental spirits that live in their world. But on Heaven Island, everyone can speak to everyone. There's no barrier, no matter what type of being it was on Earth, no matter what form it took. It has a soul here, and all the souls can speak to you. All you have to do is call out for them, call out their name, and see if they'll come out of the woods and down the hill and to the beach. Now feel your boat start to reach some dry ground. It's beginning to beach, and he's rowing up to the very edge of the sand. He gets out of the boat and gives the boat a little tug and drops an anchor. And he welcomes you to Heaven Island. Every animal you've ever loved can meet you here. And people can meet you here. But as you look up the beach, you see a little cat. Little cat is coming down this hill. He's welcoming you. He's just talking, excited to be here, has a lot to tell you, is excited. He knows you're going to be able to talk to his mother, Leanna. And he's got a lot to say to her. He's going to deliver a lot of messages. He just wants you to listen while he talks and talks. You can ask anything of him, and any question is instantly answered. It's absolutely effortless because you also are in your astral light body here. There's no barrier for you to be able to hear anyone. Here he is. He's the greeter on Heaven Island. He's a wise soul. As he's coming towards you, ask him, do you eat food here? Is there a sensation of eating and taste? And if there is, how does that work? Or is there something similar to it? Then ask him to remember what did he like to eat on Earth? And is that sensation the same up here? What did it feel like to be in a physical body eating? You might ask him, what does hunting look like up here? For cats who would actually hunt on Earth, do they hunt? And what is this dance up here? Do they still have the same game of hunting? There's no death, so it must be a lot more fun. See if he'll show you anything about that. Were there creatures that you liked to hunt when you were on Earth? And maybe the ones even that you did hunt would be on Heaven Island now. Maybe these spirits are all together now. How does it feel different up here than it is down there? I'd like you all just to write a few words, a few adjectives. What does his world look like? And who is he with? Are there human relatives of hers up here? There are virtual reality worlds in heaven where there are humans and homes and views, and they're working and they're doing things. Is he in one of those with her relatives? Maybe he's in more than one. What is another one of his favorite places in heaven? And are the cats with him that have passed away that Leanna might even know? Who's he with up here? Who are his friends? Ask him to show you what life on earth looks like from his point of view. Are we in some sort of a television set? What are we compared to where he is? Then visualize him leaving where he is to be born on earth, looking for a pregnant mommy, beaming into the body of an unborn kitten, being born inside the 3D matrix. Why does he do that? Why did he come? There may be reasons that have to do with Leanna. There may be reasons that are entirely his own. Does he enjoy the earth experience? And how is it different from his experience in heaven? Ask him first activity, his favorite memories. What were his favorite memories from this life? when he was so blissful, so happy, what did he love to do? Picture him with Leanna. Say, who are you to her? What kind of a spirit were you to her? And why was it so important for you to come to Earth? Now visualize her different times a year, different situations, different times a day. She's doing different things, and he's watching, maybe participating, maybe getting into things. What did he come to do for her? And what did she do for him? What did she give him? She's asked his favorite house. So they lived in a few different places. Imagine that he could be in his absolute bliss, state of bliss. She's home and he's in his absolute favorite house. Which was his favorite place? What kind of a view did he have here? Imagine you could see all the terrain around it, even. You could even rise up into the sky and look down at the house. See, where was it? What did the environment look like around it? And what did he like about it? Visualize him outside, and we'll ask if he was an outdoor cat. Did he go out? If you find yourself looking out a window from the inside, he's an indoor cat. Did he go out? A yes answer is twice as big. Twice as much energy comes back for a yes answer. So you're visualizing his feet on the ground and wind. He's looking up this huge world around him and trees and maybe walls, maybe cars, maybe other houses, maybe not. Could be in the country. Things to climb. If that moves forward into the next picture, the next frame of the movie, that's a yes answer. A no answer is a full stop, and you'll feel yourself back in a house looking out the window. Ask him, did he like to go out? Did he want to go out? Does he miss being on Earth? Is there anything he wants to tell you about the way he died? You don't have to go into the suffering. His body was very, very ready. He needed to leave that body. But you might just touch on a body scan and ask him, show me anything that you were suffering at the last minute, the last few days, and then feel the relief of leaving that body. So you can go into that last couple of weeks of struggling, but leave it quickly. You'll feel parts of the body restricting or swelling or hurting or feeling aching, sad, heavy. He didn't want to eat. Feel what part of your body can hold that energy just for a moment. Let it go. Now picture he's made the ascension. He's standing up into his astral body. He's in his new, gorgeous, young kitten body. Who comes for him? Angels have already surrounded him. They've come for him to help him cross to the other side. Who came for him? Do you see a person or other animals or both? Just see them walk through the light, this misty light. Put a hand on his back. It's time to go now. And what does he experience next? If they're humans, what kind of a world are they living in? And if they're animals, are they in this same house? Now, from this point of view, imagine that you could see Leanna on Earth. Is there anything you want to say to her? She's asked why he didn't get along with Jinju. So she's got two other cats in the house. Shinjin. Or maybe they did, and they just had disagreements. Does he have a message for this cat? Pick one of these questions, whichever one you're drawn to, and ask him about this. The reincarnation question is very interesting. Is he going to come back down here? She's saying, if so, in what form? And I'm going to ask why. If he's coming back, why? And if he's not coming back, why? Some animals don't. They've got to hold, they're holding us in a higher frequency from higher ground. And a human body can actually interfere, or a feline form of body is distracting sometimes to a spirit guide. How will we recognize your presence when you visit us? You can also include them. How will they act when he's visiting? Will they react? What's their perception of his spirit in their home now that he's left his body? Here are the two who are in body. Shinjin and Luna. Let your mind go blank and just free associate for a moment. Any name, any other animal, any feeling, any sound, any smell, anything he wants to share, anything that he can tell her that she will recognize. I loved the moment that you and I did this together. I loved this day, this night. What was his best memory with her? I want to bring you back into your waking reality, but a part of you is going to remain with this portal open into this higher dimension. So go back into your vision now of Heaven Island. Thank him for showing you that everyone can share all their impressions, their thoughts, their feelings, their experiences with each other. And imagine now that you're looking at Earth from outer space. You're in a higher world. And your spirit guide's going to bring you back, but he's going to bring you back in a very different way. There's sort of a loop, feedback loop. You now know how to access your sanctuary, go down into the 5D portal, let him take you through dimensions into this high dimension. Could be 8D, you can go all the way up to 12. The Akashic records are in 6D. The astral's 4D. That's your dream state. but there are also nightmares in there. There are scary things and beautiful things. We move through that fourth to get to the fifth. Fifth is the love. Thank him and tell him that you're going to come back when you go to sleep tonight and that you probably will want to visit some of your own animals. Ask him if he can show you where they are and help you communicate with your own that have crossed over. Now imagine that he's so happy that he's delivered these messages to you. He's going to go back. He's busy. He's got things to do. He's turning around. He's going back up the hill. Your spirit guide's looking at you now. Something huge got accomplished here. That outside all the static, outside all the interference patterns of Earth, all the drama that seems so real, there is a real world. It's outside of the matrix. And it's where all of the creativity exists to create more beautiful worlds. And that's where we're going in time, co-creating with God. Imagine now that your spirit guide's ushering you back into the boat and he's pulled up the anchor. He's pushing you into the ocean, turning you around. He steps into the boat and he starts to row. But what you see in front of you is very different this time. You're in another dimension on a different planet. And you see the Earth from a distance. You see the entire universe, galaxy of stars around you. Planets and stars and nebulas and colors. And you see now that this portal in front of you, it starts to spin. There's a spinning cloud, and your boat becomes airborne, and you're flying through space, through this tunnel. You're coming closer to Earth. Imagine now you're coming down through the cloud cover. You see the country that you live in. From a distance at first, then you see your town, then you see your house, your apartment, wherever you're living right now. You're coming down through the roof of the building, through this sparkling crown on the top of your head, and your spirit's moving back into your body. But you are both crystalline, ascended, astral, upgraded, sparkling DNA. You are your angelic self in your physical body. Feel the chair that you're sitting in. Feel your toes. But the spirit guide doesn't leave you. He's also landing right next to you. He's standing right behind your shoulder. He's got a hand on your shoulder. And for the rest of this day and this night, he will not leave you. And whenever you need him, he can beam in instantly and accompany you now for the rest of your life, even from this higher dimension. He now is in 3D with you. Take a deep breath in. Wiggle your hands and feet, your toes, your fingers. And you might even want to stand up for a minute. And then we will share impressions, but thank him in your mind. Thank him for being your guide into the kingdom of heaven.